Kentucky is not considered to be part of Tornado Alley. In fact, our part of central and eastern Kentucky only averages about 7 tornadoes per year. The vast majority of these are the smaller EF0s and 1s. But it's their bigger cousins, the EF2s and up, that do the most damage. The last EF2s and 3s in our area, 5 years ago, in that horrible tornado swarm on March 2nd, 2012, when more than a dozen people died and property loss was in the millions in eastern Kentucky. We were the first and only Kentucky TV station to travel to South Carolina and the Insurance Institute for Business and Home Safety and their unique facility that can actually create the wind of a tornado and its effects on a house. These fans and a couple of dozen just like them can simulate the winds of a large hurricane or tornado. They are the ultimate big bad wolf. The Institute built a real house to building code standards similar to Kentucky's inside their wind tunnel to show the effects of an EF2 tornado. That's with winds of 115 to 120 miles per hour.
The average Kentuckian's home is not built to withstand severe windstorms. The types of events that aren't uncommon in Kentucky shouldn't tear the roof off of a house, shouldn't cause a house to be destroyed. And yet we see that happen.
So what does a 115 mile per hour wind look like, and what can it do?
In a lot of cases, it won't. In a lot of cases, you're talking about losses of some wall structure, some loss of roof structure. But generally speaking, you're not totally wiping the slab clean. That would be more EF4, EF5.
By the way, our part of Kentucky has gone more than 40 years without an EF4 tornado. The last ones, and there were 11 of them that day, were on April 3rd, 1974. During severe weather coverage, we always talk about the duck method to stay safe. The downstairs, the under something, the center of the house, and keeping your head down. Well, now you know why we talk about the center of the house. As this house went through tornadic winds, it was the exterior wall that failed, and if you would have been near one of those exterior walls, obviously the results could be catastrophic. So what can you do? Think of your house like your body.
What gives you strength between your bones are ligaments and tendons, the things that tie them together. That's what I would look for in a house. I want to make sure the roof is tied to the walls are tied to each other, and to the floor is tied to the foundation.
There are a couple of things that can be done pretty easily to retrofit your house now. One is attaching hurricane straps or clips to the roof and walls. We were hearing a lot about those after the Lexington Masterson Station tornado. It's important to keep the roof attached. The other, getting a reinforced garage door. Its failure during the test led to the wall collapse.
Derby Day is full of unforgettable moments.
The sunrise over the Twin Spires.
The pageantry, the fashion, and yes, the hats. That first sip of a mint julep.
When thousands of voices unite as one.
And the feeling you get when the hooves hit the track.
It is the most exciting 2 minutes in sports.
But there's a moment just before when time stands still.
Join LEX 18 for Kentucky Derby 143.
And get a front row seat to the next great Derby moment.
It's a problem that's spreading like fire.
You still can't get people to volunteer.
With no pay and few incentives, many first responders are left without backup. Patrick Bryce investigates the shortage of volunteer firefighters. LEX 18 News, Monday at 6.
I had no idea how awesome it was going to be, how dark it was going to get.
Just 2 more days before a spectacular sight takes over the daytime sky.
This is a life-changing event. This will change how you view your life.
When we reached totality, I immediately teared up. It's one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
An LEX 18 original, Panhandlers in Lexington.
I do it every day, all day long.
There's a lot of talk about the problem and solutions, but you've counted on LEX 18 News to dig deeper.
Watch what they do with your good-hearted donations.
We tracked a group of beggars all day, exposed how they really operate, and confronted them head on.
We've been watching you guys in action most of the morning.
If you didn't see our story, watch it now on lex18.com and count on us for more LEX 18 original content.